You have $100 in your pocket right now. Option 1, you spend it. Dinner, a new pair of shoes, maybe a concert ticket. Option 2, you invest it. S&P 500, an index fund, whatever. In both cases, the $100 is gone from your wallet, same amount, same moment. But here's the strange part. Your brain treats these two decisions completely differently. One feels satisfying immediately, the other feels like nothing happened at all. Today we're breaking down why that is and why understanding this one psychological trick might be the single biggest reason some people build wealth and others don't. Let's make this concrete. Say you get a $100 bonus at work. Path A, you take a friend out for dinner, you enjoy the food, the company, maybe post a photo. That night, you feel good, the $100 is gone, but it bought you a memory, a feeling, something real and immediate. Path B, you open a brokerage app and put that same $100 into an index fund. You close the app, nothing happens. No dinner, no photo, no dopamine hit, just a number sitting in an account. A week later, which one do you remember more? Almost certainly the dinner. And that's exactly the problem, because 10 years later, one of those choices could be worth 2-3 times more, and the other one is just a memory of a nice evening. Here's what's actually happening in your brain. When you spend money on something enjoyable, your brain releases dopamine almost instantly. This is the same chemical reward system that makes food, music, and social media so addictive. Spending money on something fun literally feels good in real time because there's an immediate feedback loop between action and reward. Investing offers no such feedback loop. When you buy $100 of stock, nothing visible happens. You don't feel richer, you don't get a notification that says good job. The reward, if it comes, shows up months or years later, disconnected from the moment you made the decision. Our brains evolved for a world where rewards were immediate. Find food, eat it, survive. We are not naturally wired to value a reward that's 10 years away over one that's available today. That's not a character flaw, it's basic neuroscience, but it's exactly why most people who want to invest more still don't. Now, here's where it gets even more interesting. When you spend $100 on dinner, you don't feel like you lost $100. You feel like you made a trade, money for a good experience. Even if the dinner was mediocre, there's rarely regret in the same way. But when you invest $100 and the market drops 10% the next month, something strange happens in your head. You now have $90, but it feels like you lost $10, even though you haven't actually lost anything unless you sell. This is a well-documented concept in behavioral economics called loss aversion, developed by psychologists Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky. Their research showed that the pain of losing money is psychologically about twice as powerful as the pleasure of gaining the same amount. So here's the irony. Spending money that's genuinely gone forever feels less painful than investing money that's still yours, just temporarily lower in value. Your brain is playing tricks on you, and this is exactly why so many people panic sell during a market dip, locking in real losses to escape a feeling that was never really about losing money at all. There's a third piece to this puzzle, and it's something economists call mental accounting. Without realizing it, most people split their money into invisible buckets. There's fun money, there's bill money, there's savings money. Even though every dollar is exactly the same and completely interchangeable, your brain treats a $100 bill labeled fun money completely differently from a $100 bill labeled investment money. This is why someone can spend $100 on a night out without a second thought, but agonize over whether to put $100 into a retirement account. The dollar amount is identical. The mental label is what changes the feeling. Nobel-winning economist Richard Thaler built much of his career studying exactly this kind of behavior, showing that humans are not the perfectly rational decision makers that classical economics assumes. We're emotional, we're inconsistent, and we categorize money in ways that often work against our own long-term interest. Let's make this real with actual math, because the feeling and the outcome are two very different things. If you spend $100 today, you get one dinner, one purchase, one moment, value. Whatever that moment was worth to you. 10 years from now, it's a memory, nothing more. If you invest $100 today in a fund tracking the S&P 500, assuming a historical average return of around 10% per year, in 10 years, that $100 could become roughly $259. In 20 years, roughly $673. In 30 years, over $1,700. Same starting amount, same original decision moment, but because investing removes the emotional payoff up front, it feels like nothing happened, when in reality, something enormous is quietly compounding in the background. This is the core paradox of personal finance. The choice that feels the most rewarding in the moment is often the one that leaves you with the least in the long run. And the choice that feels the most boring, the most nothing happened, is often the one that changes your financial future. So how do you actually use this? Here's a simple mental reframe that works. Spending $100 buys you something for today. Investing $100 buys you a bigger version of that same $100 waiting for you in the future. You're not choosing between spend and nothing. You're choosing between small reward now and large reward later. And once you see it that way, the decision gets a lot easier because you're not fighting your brain's need for reward. You're just redirecting it toward your future self instead of your present self. One more trick that helps automate it. If investing has to be a conscious decision every single time, your brain's craving for instant gratification will win more often than not. But if $100 is automatically invested before you even see it, you remove the moment of temptation entirely. So next time $100 lands in your hand, a bonus, a refund, a gift, pause for 1 second before you decide what to do with it. Ask yourself, do I want this $100 to make me feel good for one evening? Or do I want it to quietly grow into something much bigger 10 years from now? There's no wrong answer. Everyone deserves to enjoy their money too. But now at least you know why one choice feels so much better in the moment, even when the other one is the smarter long-term move. If this made you think differently about your next $100, hit subscribe, because on this channel, we break down exactly how money, markets, and the economy actually affect your everyday life.